Well, here we go. I am now removing the top cover. Dun-dun-dun! Look at that. Okay. So this is pretty much everything that's in there, except I'm missing one thing right here. But it's it's the penetration pen. But at Walgreens, you can buy those mini packs, and the penetration pen is one of them. So I'm going to get one of those later. But anyway, just pretend it's there. It's here. Okay, move that. And right there. Anyway, here we go. I will grab the camera and I will move it closer for you guys so you can get a better view. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so here's a closer view of the kit. Now, I will give a brief definition of what is everything, since I might have a part 2 with this, so don't be alarmed. Just click on the part 2 if I ever have one. But, here we go. Alright, so the first thing we have, I'm going to clean out this whole entire thing while I'm doing this. First thing we have is the penetration glass. Now, the penetration glass, and that A symbol has something to do with this trick, by the way. But anyway, the penetration glass is a very classic trick, very easy. I've done it on my YouTube channel, but this one looks a whole lot better than my other one. My other one looks just like total, you know. But this one is way better because the hole, my whole entire thumb could fit in that hole, and it's a lot better now. So that's better. This is the penetration pen. Okay. Well, actually, I won't be cleaning this out. I'm just gonna. Okay. Next is Criss Angel's Mindfreak, and all it is a bunch of numbers, and all we do is we just think of a number 1 through 60, and then you put it on here. Then you just say your number, like say right there it's 33, and then you find all the numbers that have 33 in them, but don't tell them that your number's 33. Then at the very end we figure out your number, and it's a very good trick. I've actually done that one. You can learn in 5 seconds. 5 seconds fast. 5 seconds flat. Easy. And this trick is actually a very good trick, and if they look at it, no one will figure it out unless they're a mathematician or they are a really good memorizer. But yeah. Alright, next. This is the coin nested trap. Now what it is the coin nested trap. Inside it, there is a I'm just giving you a close overview of this. There is a socket inside there. Well, there's a nest inside of a nest. And inside that nest, there's another nest. Pretty cool, huh? Well, it gets better, because there's a nest. Hi. There's a nest inside of this nest. And last but not least, there is a nest. There is just this nest. And the coin fits right in there. And this is a very good trick. This trick is very, very easy. I recommend with the penetration glass, I give it a 9. With the Mindfreak, I give it a 10. This, I give it an 8, because people can figure this out if they look in your pocket. So that's the hard part. Now on to the next part. Just let me turn this over, and there we go. The flying coins, and I actually have some coins with me right now. The flying coins. It is a very good trick. I give it an 8 because this trick is very, very easy. But if if you give them the cylinders, they might figure it out. So I'm giving it an 8. It's very, very slim, but they can still probably figure it out. Next, well, I'm gonna skip those 4 because those are the cups and balls with the cups and balls. But anyway, but it doesn't make any sense. Why would the 4 balls be all the way over here? Those are you would think it was those, but no, these are the sponge balls. Alright, so that all I did was just drop it just to make it look magical. Anyway, the coin base. Now the coin base is a very good trick. Now the reason I like the coin base so much is it's very, very easy and very plainly simple. Now the thing about this coin base is that the coin base can actually do this. Like, you can take a penny and place it right there. Then you can take this cap with the Criss Angel symbol and just place it on top. And instantly, the penny is gone. This is actually a very easy trick. And you can mess up, but this is the very easiest trick. I think this is probably the easiest trick out of everything. I would give it a 10. Well, actually, either this one or that one is the easiest trick. So that one I give a 10 for easy. And but actually I give it an 8 because if you let them view it at the very end, they're gonna figure out the trick. Easy. The sponge cube. Now there is a secret to the sponge cube which can be very easily seen, but I am not going to let you see the secret. But what the problem is with the sponge cube is that you do the trick. A ball, one of these balls, turns into that cube. Problem is that this, if you let them look at it after it, your trick is ruined, and you can never do the trick again. Because everyone will know it, and you don't want to do that. It's an easy trick, but it's very, very hard to, like, it's an easy trick, but it's very, very hard to keep the secret away, because if you let them look at it, you're gonna be like, oh, that's the secret or something, and you'll just lose it and you won't like it. So I give that a 6. This is a 6. The vision box trick. This I have to give it a complete 10. The vision box is a very easy trick, very easy, one of the easiest tricks in the whole wide world, and this was actually one of my first tricks I learned, but the problem was, not from this kit, because I've known that trick forever, but this kit, well, this trick is so easy that you do the dirty work during the trick, and at the very end they can view it completely, and it'll just be a normal box and a normal cube, and I give it a complete 10. Mindfreak deck number 1. Mindfreak deck number 1 is also known as a Svengali deck. I'm ruining that for you. This is a Svengali deck. The decks I will be ruining for you. The deck number 1 and deck number 2. And the third deck behind this, well, actually, the third deck originally comes in the card case, but I put it behind there because that's easier. But anyway, this is a Svengali deck, and all the numbers are number 9. And I would give this trick a 7 because you can do the trick. You can do it. But if you let them see the deck, if you let them look at the deck, you're ruined. You're ruined. You just get lost. And by the way, this is the Mindfreak thing. And there's my number, but I'm not going to let you see that because my number is very confidential. And I don't want anyone breaking into, well, no one. If anyone knows how to do it, please tell me. Anyway, next, the chop cup. There are 3 of these cups. And one of them is the chop cup. This is the chop cup. Now, what is the weird thing about this cup is that this cup is just a normal cup. But actually, I will let you look at the video. It's right here. I'll have the video there the whole entire time. But actually, I have it in the corner. But this trick is a very easy trick to do. But one of the problems with this is that if there's a secret to it, and if you do the secret too soft, it won't work. But if you do it too hard, everyone's gonna know the secret easily. You have to do it completely perfect, and that takes a long time. Practice makes perfect, like I said. Well, not like I said, but practice does make perfect. And now, this trick is just easy, and I like it. I would give this trick probably an 8 or something. Now the cups and balls. The cups and balls is a very, very easy trick, and I would get, well, kind of an intermediate trick, and I would give it a 10. A 10 because the cups are very visual, and you have to be very, actually a 9, because you have to be very quick to do this. You have to be very quick and very fast talking to do this, but also, at the very end of the trick, they can view it, and it'll look just fine. So, that is, I give the cups and balls a 9. Now the sponge balls. There are many sponge routines in the entire kit, and they come with 4 sponges. Like 4 sponges, right that. And they can all fit into a fist easily. And so can the sponge cube. Well, I already showed you it can fit into. Alright, but this trick is a very, very good trick. I like it. It is amazing. I would probably give this a 9 because you have to be practice makes perfect again, and people don't usually like to practice. They like to open it up and just do the trick like that. That only worked with me with the mental freak. That only worked with that. That's the only thing it worked with. And everything else, and that one, and this one. That one's like very, very easy. The ball and base. But now, sorry, I'm stretching. Anyway, I'm stretching. Anyway, next, let's move on to the silk vanish. Now, the silk vanish is a very easy trick. It comes with a thumb tip, and it comes with 2 silks. But the problem is that you have to keep your hand in a straight way. That's -1. That's a 9. But also, you can sometimes, if you mess up, like there's a time, like there was this trick that was made up where he messed up, but it worked. It worked. There was 1 silk, and then he messed up, but it became 2 silks, and it was amazing, and it was good. It was called Silk Times 2. And that actually is one of the tricks that teaches you in one of the DVD. But it is a very good trick, and I would give it probably an 8. Now, Mindfreak deck number 2. Mindfreak deck number 2 is a stripper deck. Blech. But I would give this trick a 9. Because if you if you just look at the deck, if I give you the deck, there's a 1/10% chance that you will figure it out. And since the deck is completely normal, except for like the cut edges and all that stuff, it is a very good trick. I like it. And I will be saving the secret floating device for last. Actually, no, I'll do it after I do the cups. Actually, I'll do it after I'm done with these 3. Oh, and by the way, the penetration pen goes right here. But I had the penetration pen, but somehow I lost it. But they have it at Walgreens, so I can just get that. Anyway, penetration pen, I'm just going to say it's very easy. I would give it probably a 9 or an 8. Now, the coin, spikes through coin. It is a very easy trick. I've only messed up once. It's actually very hard to mess up. But it's only the part where the coin is flipped up, or well, the coin is flipped up like that, and you mess up. So, and at the very end, you'll figure out what I mean if you get this kit. But anyway, this trick is a very good trick, and it was one of my first tricks that I learned. It was probably one of the first. It was probably, I think this is like the 3rd trick it teaches you on the DVDs. But anyway, it's a very easy and fun trick. Next,